Hello guys, welcome to the Protoss-Okko-Style. With me is Neoblade. Hello Neoblade.
Hello Mamba. Thanks for fixing your stream.
Yeah.
We are on Proxima station and I think we should have vetoed this map.
I think we vetoed it.
Because so we can play more maps, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally right. And since it's a Zerg, we should be able to move into his base.
Yeah, against Taran this map might be a little bit tricky. Even against Protoss if they wall off completely.
You must construct additional pylons.
I have a question. Or do you think you will screw up the build order again?
Oh no.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's sometimes when I criticize stuff like our mechanics.
I really screwed up the build order. I was 100% sure I clicked the simulator, but I didn't. It's okay though.
Okay. Sometimes when I criticize you for mechanic stuff or so, it feels like that I'm moving into church and I say, I'm the devil and I will drink all of your holy water. Feels like I don't know the word blasphemy in German. Okay.
Yeah, I know what I think it's the same in English. Blasphemy.
Blasphemy, yeah. Yeah, okay. I have another question. You've probably heard about the hotkey layout, the core.
Yes, I do.
I think most of the pro gamers, people like Flash, Jdong Innovation, do not use it. I think you don't use it as well.
All the Brood War players play with standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the Brood War players play with standard. I play with my own layout, comparable to the grid layout.
So you built probes with who?
Oh yeah, I think with Protoss and Terran I'm pretty much 100% grid, because I never bothered to be more efficient with the other races.
How do you do the cameras with F1 to F4?
Yeah, F1 to F4.
Okay, like this is how Innovation and Flash does it as well, because of course they're Brood War players.
Yeah, well, I think the camera hotkeys most players have on the F keys.
Yeah. I have a question regarding there. I think if you take a look at this hotkey layout, there's no doubt that you get a little bit faster with it. But I think this is a big but. Even if you're very fast in gold or platinum with the core, and if you forget to build workers, or if you forget to inject 5 seconds in the first 3 minutes, then it does not matter that you are injecting very fast or pressing probes very fast. But don't you think grandmasters like yourself would benefit from core? Or why don't you take the effort to invest into
I don't really think it's worth it. Like, I think my layout is pretty much perfect. I can do anything I want with my Zerg layout.
Okay.
And when there's stuff that I think, like sometimes I had this, like when I thought like, oh, this and that is bad about my layout, then I just change it.
Okay. Yeah, and I think you do not have to reach to the key L or P. Or
no.
Oh.
All the keys are very close.
Okay. So yeah, I think that's the most important thing too. Did you rebind control groups like 0 or 9?
Only 0.
Okay.
9 I don't really use. Like I have 4 army hotkeys. +1 for the queens. So that's sufficient for me.
Okay. Okay, okay. We did a little bit of damage with our zealots, right?
Yeah, a little bit. I think it also threw him off. Um, so yeah, overall I really like our position. We have our third base up. It's very easy to take the third base on this map. I think now we can get double forge.
You have not enough minerals.
I think I have small spikes,
Yeah, yeah, small
but
ones.
it's okay.
And you tried to build the cybernetics core twice. Second time, not twice. But I always have this problem with when I try to add extra gateways, I accidentally built another Templar's Archive because it's the same hotkey. Oh, he scouts us.
Yeah, and our charge attack hits incredibly late.
Yeah,
Um, so
I
yeah,
should
we'll
not
see
have
if it
distracted you.
does a lot of damage. Now we add double robo.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You must construct additional pylons.
Oh, you have, I think, there's a probe doing nothing.
Oh yeah, I fixed it.
When your Mamba overlays there, I cannot see the button, so I probably would have seen it more early, but this type of mistakes will happen with other Gold League players as well. Oh my god, this will do damage.
Yeah, I think he's dead.
Mineral field depleted.
A million spine
Looks like he
crawlers.
tries to go Spire. Let's kill the Spire.
Okay, we should build 2 or 3 cannons in every economy.
Oh, it's
So
okay,
if
the
he-
Spire isn't done yet.
Oh,
We have
okay,
plenty
I'm
of
sorry.
time.
Construct additional
So sometimes they have a bank and build 8 Mutilisks, and then
Yeah, but
he cannot win the game, but it's just annoying that when he builds our stuff. Since you killed the Spire, everything is fine. The game.
yeah, so I don't know. I think he's dead.
That's nice. Oftentimes player take the gold base on the left hand side, but you have chosen play on the right hand side.
Yeah, the one on the right side is very secure. Usually as a Protoss you take the one on the right side.
Ah, okay.
As Zerg it really matters against what style, what opening you play and what's your game plan. Most of the time you take the blue base though. It's very difficult as Zerg to open rocks before you take a base.
Yeah, I understand that. Replay?
Yeah, we get promoted to Gold 1.
Nice. Congratulations. Nice.
Yeah, wasn't played perfect either.
Replay, please.
I'm trying to open it.
Take a look at his build order. Up a little bit.
Once again, a player that doesn't know how to open up in the game. This is To me, this is incredible. That so many players don't know how to play a proper build order, or like
Yeah,
not even talking about the build order. I'm talking about like the first three actions in the game.
yeah.
Like build a drone, build an overlord, build more drones, build a hatchery at 17 supply. That's so basic.
Yeah. Remember the guy who forgot who put all of his overlords behind his in his main base and did not use a single overlord for scouting
That's
on
fine.
Abyssal Reef with it.
That's fine, I think. Like,
Okay.
or now I mean, it's not fine, but like in the lower leagues, like if you don't have the multitasking to scout with the overlords, they don't really help you
Just
anyway, and you just lose them
yeah. Okay.
anyway.
Yeah.
But like a basic
Yeah.
build order is like the first thing you learn.
And it's really important. It's something I really learned from you. Even if the build order is not perfect, and you, for example, play 14 pool every game, and then but if you spend your lava and you take bases and stuff like that, you will be able to move from bronze to silver at least.
Yeah, certainly.
Of course, 14 pool is not perfect or not good, but you can scout, you can make pressure if you like. Making pressure and attacking, yeah.
So yeah, like this is probably the first Zerg player we face that actually knows that he needs to build a lot of drones. He was on 32 drones, but he completely missed the zealots. Didn't have any defense at all. It's not just that those zealots deal a lot of damage that would even be recoverable for him. It's that he didn't spend his larva, he didn't continue to inject, he didn't spend his money, he had no more queens, he had no evos.
But he builds drones again.
Yeah, now the zealots are dead, now he can go back to macro.
Yeah,
Like
I understand that, but he should have built in the fight. He should have tried to spend his lava. But I see this so much. There's a platinum guy I coach now, but I think he get platinum with one base all-ins. He's a Terran, and I think I'd talked to you about him. One drone in his base, and he totally freaks out. Sends 2 SCVs after it. Gets 600 overmints in the first 2 minutes of the game. Enter his base and format his third base, and he gets 3,000 overmints. It's totally, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like
I don't know what happens.
Like macro is always first.
Yeah.
I think there are 3 scenarios where you can prioritize on macro. But that's pretty much like, I don't know about the other races. For Zerg, this is the case when you know your injects are going, and you know you're fully saturated. You don't need any more drones. Then it really doesn't matter if you get 2k overmints, because after the fight is done, you can spend it all.
Yeah.
I think that's the only scenario I can think of for Zerg. Probably there are some.
Or if you're facing an all-in and you're about to die when you don't move the queen into a spot between the minerals or pooled and stuff like that. But then if the queen is there, lava, spend your lava.
Yeah, like even against all-ins, you really want to keep your money low, because like when you have a little bit of overmints in a defense, like the first thing as Zerg against an all-in, you want to add more queens because you're gonna lose queens.
Yeah.
You definitely want, like, when I see I'm getting attacked or like all-in, then I spam the circling button all the time.
Yeah. Here's our charge attack. I think 20 seconds too late or 30 seconds too late.
Yeah, I forgot to
and again,
start
he has 8 links. It's no difference at all. 4 queens and 8 links. How is he be able to defend 18 charge lots? Cannot defend.
Yeah, he basically went full on drones. He focused too much on creep spread and too little on spending his money. And also scouting. I think basic scouting in Gold League, which pretty much only means have a Zergling in front of his base, so you can spot and move out.
And a little bit of map vision, like that you have an Overlord, I think, or a Zergling. If they're on Abyssal 3 ways to your base, then put one thing in all of these 3 doors, so you can have map vision a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, obviously it depends on the map. Like in Abyssal you need 3 Zerglings, or 2 in the early game. On Proxima, like there's only one path you can go.
Yeah,
just have a
Zergling
Zergling
is
here
sufficient.
and you can see everything, or like everything. You can see the move out, and that's pretty much all the scouting you need in lower leagues.
Yeah. Perhaps one of the Overlords, he has Overlord speed, you could put on the gold base and the fourth base on the right hand side. So you can see, okay, my opponent is expanding, I can expand as well, or I can build drones again. Yeah. But this, yeah, he died to scouting and to overdroning.
Yeah. But that's I like the way he plays. This is basically the way I played in Wings of Liberty when I started to learn Zerg. It was basically just get 75 workers as soon as possible, without dying to any attack. And I think that's what he did. And I think if he goes out of this game, he learns one thing: have a Zergling in front of my base, and probably add a max treachery earlier or focus more on injects. Spend this money. I think he would have been in a good position if he would have spotted our zealots moving out. Then he could have added like 15 roaches. I think he had quite a bit of larva. He had 2k bank. Could have certainly added 20 roaches or something like that. Then he could have defended our attack, and then he could have made his meter switch work.
Yes.
But yeah, he didn't scout our attack. He only had 8 Zerglings and then he was dead.
Yes. I think so. I totally agree. Dying with too much drones, it's always pain. It's always the right way to die as Zerg. Okay. This game for teaching Zerg a little bit was not surprising for you as Protoss. Our charge attack killed a lot of guys. This one also, and yeah. We see you guys in the next game.
Yeah, see you guys. Spielen wir noch eins oder lassen wir?
Dann machen wir den Replay-Cast gerade noch, auch auf deinem Stream. In der Hoffnung, dass er dann geht. Ja, lad mich doch mal ein, bitte. Okay.
Machst du das Intro, ich das Intro?
Mach du ruhig das Intro, weil... Ja, nee, mach du es ruhig das Intro, bist ja dabei. Und du hast auch die Kamera.
Hello guys, and we're back with another replay from the Protoss-Okko-Style. And with me is Neoblade. Hello Neoblade.
Hello Mamba, hello guys. This be shown in first person view of Mamba after this replay cast, but hits or the internet powered by Mamba destroyed the first video. So yeah, we talked a little bit about the Zerg order. We just move fast forward again. This build order doesn't make sense.
You must construct additional pylons.
The 14 hatch into, I don't know, 14 gas.
I think 14,
yeah, this does
14
not make
pool,
sense at
14
all.
gas. Yeah, we talked about it before. His build order is absolutely horrible. I think he's a decent player if he would just
Play a solid build order.
Yeah, play a solid build order.
Mamba told us that he that within 2 minutes of the game or 1:30 he has only 14 drones or 12 drones. Yeah, and that's enough. It's just not enough. The build order is just horrible. Yeah. So then Mamba told us, and then I will give you the word back, that we focus on aura mistakes. We were a little bit supply blocked.
Yeah, this was our first Protoss game of the day. I played it very badly. I struggled with the wall.
Which is very difficult on Newkirk.
Yeah. And like with Protoss, whenever I have to think about the game, the mechanics aren't as good as they should be.